This is Reality with Partiality. And today in studio, I have the privilege of introducing my friend, Maurice Herrera, the founder of DYFA Radio and TV. Maurice, how are you, my brother?
Yes, I'm doing good. I'm doing good, Percy. Good morning. Good morning.
Good indeed. I have
Yeah.
to tell you, Maurice, having met you, and I don't know if it's the number of years in between or our different journey experience and where it led us. But I met you a few years ago, and it has always been a pleasure. You know, I met you through the association. You joined the NGC. You were several occasions on the Habafu show, and we talk and we talk, and the more we talk, the more I realize we have in common the Garifunaduo. And you feel so passionately, so strongly about it. Who was to know? Who was to know that you would eventually, and that you are envisioning, this franchise? Not only so, but it's huge. When I see the work that you are doing down there, and even now, you know, showing us, teasing out the nightlife, helping people, big and small, informing the community. When I see what you're doing with sports, I am so proud to call you my friend. Now, Maurice, without further ado, start by telling us about your journey from your early years. How you grew up, the environment in which.
Yes. Let me. I want to say thank you for all those kind of words. Percy, let me chime in on the radio here so we could simulcast this thing. So
Okay.
that again, we talk about giving information, and this is one of the platforms that we use to
Yes.
transmit information. Uh,
Yes.
yeah. So yes. Let me just chime in here real fast and put on the mic so that
Yes.
our
Yes.
viewers and listeners can hear us. Um,
Indeed.
it is a journey nonetheless. That yeah. All right. Yeah. There we go. There we go.
Uh
There we
huh.
go. Okay.
Yeah,
First,
brother.
yeah, it's a pleasure. I really don't enjoy really talking about myself, because there's a lot to do. I don't have, like, I believe I don't have the time, like, to there's so much to highlight in our communities. There's so much for us to capture. There's so much out there that we have been um, blocked out of. We have been uh, having limited access to.
Yes.
So
Yes.
for me, I think that I use my voice to to open doors and get opportunities for our people, so that we could keep protecting ourselves, so that when one solar is down, there's another solar is there to pick up from there.
Yes,
But
but Maurice. You see, I grew up in the '60s down there. Fair or unfair, we didn't have underwear in those days. So I started at Holy Ghost. Then I had a stint at Methodist because my granddaddy, 68,
mhm,
he put my pa out the house there on Pollock Street. So we built up on the north side. And so I had a stint at Methodist because my dad is inclined to Methodist. And then I finished up at Sacred Heart. So I went to those three primary schools. All of that in the '60s. And then I finished '76, graduated primary in '76. So what school did you attend down there in your
well,
early years?
I started out at well, the family RC school in Hopkins, right? That's where my journey started.
Okay.
A lot of people still don't know that I'm from Hopkins. I'm proud to
Yes,
be a
yes, yes.
Hopkins, right?
Yes.
But when you're a Greek Legion as well, it's overwhelming because you get to see more than in Hopkins. Hopkins, we
Uh-huh.
we live a simple life in Hopkins, and You know, we shut off at a certain time, whereas in Griga, um,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
nothing really shut off. It's not like New York where you know, shut off it. You know.
I didn't hear you. I didn't hear you.
Yeah,
But
so
you
yeah,
know,
that's where I started. I started with a family, and then from
uh-huh.
there
Okay. Uh-huh.
at about 5 years old, because I started school at 3 years old. At 5 years old, I
Okay.
came. My father went to the states, and then him and
Ah.
him and my mother went to the states, and then he left us in uh, in Hopkins. And my maternal grandmother, went to get us from Hopkins, and
Okay.
then we started school. I went to Sacred Heart. You know,
Okay.
I went there from Sacred Heart. I went to Ecumenical. From Ecumenical,
Uh-huh.
I went to Belize College of Agriculture, where I studied agriculture. I graduated from there with an associate degree. And
Okay. Okay.
from the Belize College of Agriculture,
Uh-huh.
I went to the States. I migrated to the States for further
Ah.
education.
Yes,
I
yes, yes,
enrolled
yes, yes, yes.
and then enrolled in UCLA. I also
Ah.
enrolled from UCLA. I didn't finish
Uh-huh.
because financial reasons, right?
Yes,
And then
I.
I also enrolled in Loyola Marymount University. You know, and
Mm-hmm.
I just started this, but I didn't finish at all. I barely even started. I mean, I was there for a few months because my mother wanted me to go to school, but I don't know anything about the United States system. It was about monies and financial aids and
Yes,
grants.
yes. Yes,
So
I.
I was a young, yeah, I was a young buck, probably about 19 years old when I was going through all this,
That's
trying to
true.
figure out.
That's true.
Right. So I get frustrated, and I tell my mom, look, mom, you going back home. No. Mess up it now,
Ah.
area.
All right,
I
all
gotta go
right.
back home. She
Yes,
said,
I.
try it, man. She said, try it. I said, no, man. I can't do this thing. I ain't going
Mm-hmm.
back home.
Yes, I.
And, it was maybe a week before I was coming back to Belize, and
Mm-hmm.
I was sitting down in the couch watching a TV late in the, like maybe 1, 2 in the morning, and
Uh-huh.
I saw a commercial on TV,
Mm-hmm.
right? That said, you can be. That was the army.
Bruh. All right, all right, all right.
Yeah, so I called the number the next morning. The recruiter came and he took care of me, took me to take my tests, my medical exams, and all that stuff.
Yes,
I
I.
passed all that up, and I got enlisted in the army, right? U.S. Army, and
Okay, okay.
I was heading out. And we were the night before we went out to the for recruit training.
Uh-huh.
We was in the lounge. A whole bunch of us, kind of like they have a lot of guys they bring together.
Yes.
Before we went out, we were having supper that night. And I met different people. They were going to different location, right? Like some was going to the army, Air Force,
Mm-hmm.
Navy.
Mm-hmm.
Only one was going to the Coast Guard. So
I
I
see.
I was fascinated by that. So I said, man, what's it about the Coast Guard? Man, they explained, and I loved it. So
Yes, 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 yes.
well, I don't enroll in the army.
Uh-huh.
He said,
Uh-huh.
well, he said, well, too bad for you. So I said, no, 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 not too bad for me. I said, you
Uh-huh.
know what? Tomorrow morning, I don't going no way. I will run away.
Bruh.
Yeah. So I came downstairs, and you know what? First, I remember everything
Mm.
just like it was yesterday, right? And this was like over 30 years ago, right? So
Yeah, a long time.
I um I came down the hotel room, and I the security guy was there, and I said, look,
Mm-hmm.
I just go around the car and I come back. He said, okay. First thing me run, I was in ship. Anyway, I can't play football. I run,
Yes, yes, yes.
it was like 48 blocks. 48 blocks.
Yeah, that
I
long.
That's so many miles, right? Because
Yes.
I live on 48th Street in Los Angeles.
Mm-hmm.
And
Mm-hmm.
I knock on the door in the morning, and my mama said, wait there, come on, come on.
Bruh.
I said, well, ma, I go to the Coast Guard. He said, but you can't go to the Coast Guard, you can't go in this. I said, ma, I want to try.
Yes,
And
I.
I called the Coast Guard the next day, and I told him my story.
Yes.
He said, well, I tried to do something to you, but I don't, when you don't enlist in a one service, you can't really switch over until a certain time until the end, you know.
Oh, yes, yes,
So
yes.
the recruiter went, he worked with me and thing, and then yeah, I switched over to the Coast Guard, and that was the story. That was the story.
Yes, yes,
For I
yes,
said, so I did 20 years in the United States Coast Guard. You know,
so long, man, you're still long, man.
yes, I did. I retired. I got my full retirement. Came home.
Yes, yes, I.
I continue doing football. I already built my house at the time, and I say there must be something more to life stuff. I'm like 38, 39 years old per se.
You're still young. You're still young.
Yeah,
You
like
got a lot of juice.
yeah, a lot of juice. So I said, I don't know what to do. I know I'm gonna do football. I'm still doing football up to this day.
Yes, I. Yes, I.
So I know. I say, you know what? I'll find something to do, man. And let me volunteer and do community work. And that's what I was doing, community work. I've been doing up to this day and still continue doing the community work.
You the talk about the move back to Belize.
Yes, they moved back to Belize.
Yeah, but your speed past the US thing, like man, tell me, man, give me the storyline on the Coast Guard, man. Give me the storyline, sir.
Well, all right, in the Coast Guard, um, it was a rough at first, right? Because
Ah,
again, life without our families, our friends back home,
okay.
no wife, no kids, nothing, and taking long patrols in all over the Caribbean, uh,
Ah,
the Eastern,
yes,
Western,
you
Pacific,
traveler. Yes, I.
you know, um, just doing a lot of. When I was there,
Mm-hmm.
my first 2 years was like an apprenticeship, right?
Yes, yes, yes.
Where I didn't know exactly what to do, what kind of jobs to do.
Uh-huh.
You give you that time to decide what field you want to study. All right.
Okay. Yes, yes.
So during that time, I was like, just like any other recruit, I washing up dishes, like cleaning the floors, waxing up the floors on the ship, just polishing it, washing dishes. Um, we call it watch. We stand watch on a. We call it a flying bridge, where at night, or you got shift, right? You got night shift, like watchman shift then.
Mm-hmm.
And during those shifts, you learn how to they rotate for different position up on the ship, like up on it. You
Uh,
got
uh,
that
what?
position where you'll be a runner. If anybody up there need anything, you will get it. Then you do that for like an hour. Next 2 hours, you get a turn to you are drive the ship, like. Because the
Mm-hmm.
ship doesn't stop. The ship will sail for 24/7 for several weeks. So we have turn. We take turns on that. And on the weekends on the ship, we have something called a steel beach, right? Steel beach is something where you're on the deck, on the back of the ship, the stern,
Uh-huh.
sorry. Or you
Mm-hmm.
go on you go on the board of the ship where there's a space. You put out a hammock out there, a chair, and just lay down in the sun and just chill and relax. But that was my apprenticeship. Then after I decided what I wanted to do, I applied for accounting, right?
Uh-huh.
So I got accepted and I did accounting. The accounting system also it's called at that time they called a storekeeper.
Okay.
But with that, a storekeeper in the United States Coast Guard is a very versatile person. The person, and
Okay.
that's how I am. That fit my
Your
my,
personality.
my personality. So I
Mm-hmm.
did logistics and uh, accounting. That was all. I did that for the remainder of my career, in which
Yeah.
I stepped up through the ranks and I became well during that time, right? Per se, I was traveling, getting off a ship. Our deployment was 4 years. You have to be 4 years on each ship, right?
Oh,
But
oh,
for
oh.
me, I had because of the job that I was doing,
Uh-huh.
I was on land on ship. I was back and forth So I also did air station. I deal with planes and helicopters. So
I
so
see.
I was my first coming from the ship in New York. I went to South Carolina. Then from South Carolina, I went to my specialty school in Petaluma, California.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Then from Petaluma, California, I went back to Clearwater, Florida.
Mm-hmm.
That was
Mm-hmm.
where I bloomed. I bloomed there because it has at the station, at the air station, we were in close proximity to the ships as well. We were closer to the Caribbean, where we were doing a lot of reconnaissance work. We were doing a lot of drug interdiction. At that
Okay.
time, at that
Okay.
time, a lot of ships, a lot of boats were getting busted, and I really enjoyed it. So I said, you know what? Let me go back to the ship. I went
Uh-huh.
back. I went back. I got transferred from there. I came to the West Coast.
Okay.
So when I on the West Coast now, that's when I did a lot of drug operations. You know,
Yes,
some
yes,
of
yes, yes.
some of those operations is confidential, so I really
Got
can't
you.
say. I
Got
really
you.
can't say much, and I still that stick in my head, right?
Mm-hmm.
Confidentiality stick in
Mm-hmm.
my head. But
Mm-hmm.
generally, we did a lot of drug. So a lot of these big drug busts that you saw in the news, we were on the
Involved in
front.
it.
We were on the
Yes.
front line of those
Got
type
you.
of
Got you. Got you.
operation in
Mm-hmm.
Colombia.
Mm-hmm.
We were down
Mm-hmm.
in Costa Rica. We were down in Panama,
Yes. Yes.
Salvador. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
that was the
Mm-hmm.
height of the drug operation. I was integral in that. You know, I was on the front line. I was on those small vessels, on the big vessels, getting down on the small vessels, on the front line, getting off these boats, getting on the other boat to do a lot of high profile
Yes.
what?
Mission. Operation.
Yeah,
Operation.
yeah.
Yeah. I'm
So
familiar. I'm familiar. I'm
yeah,
familiar from this end. I'm familiar from this end.
yeah. So
Because we had the DEA spraying the Roundup and we
yeah,
brought it into the US Embassy. But go ahead, go ahead.
yeah, Percy. And from that point, I say, you know, I did 4 years of that, and I got enough. And that at this point now, Percy, it's about 12 years in. You know, it's so time go fast.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
So in my mind, what am I going to do in the next 8 years, right, of my
Yes,
life
I.
in the Coast Guard? I said, it's time to think about family now. Time to secure my family. You know,
Okay.
time.
Okay.
That's at that juncture. It's time to take care of my people because I already got enough experience out there, and
Yes,
I
I.
so I met my wife and we had
Out there?
kids and
You met her out there in the States?
yes I met her out there and
Ah,
yeah.
yeah.
Ah, I did. I knew her when I was living here, but I didn't
Uh-huh.
at that
Not like
time,
that.
not like that. Yeah, yeah. So
Mm-hmm.
I said, well, um, we did what we have to do. We started making a family, and then uh, came to Belize. From that point, we came to Belize 2, 3 times a year.
Yes, yes,
You
yes,
know,
yes.
we built our home, and
Yes.
right before we came, I got a huge promotion. Like 4 years before I came, I got a huge promotion. I got to the top of the game.
Ah,
I got to
very
the
good.
top first year. I got to the top as a
I
chief.
hear you. I hear you, my brother. I hear you.
I was
Respect.
moving up in the ranks, and and they wanted me to stay. I said I got enough because I was financially stable. That's one of the things. I was financially stable.
Yes, I. It was a
I
means to an end.
correct. I
Got
could
you.
live. I could live within my means.
Yes,
All
I.
right.
Yes, I.
I could definitely live within my means. Um, my kids they were very young because when they were like 4 or 5 years old. My oldest was 9 years old. So I I make that we make a decision per se.
Yeah,
We
but I want to ask you this because
uh,
you have a strong sense of Garifunaduo. And I want to trace that. I want to trace that. Let's go.
all right.
It is said that no, it is said that Hopkins is really where it happens. To this day, that it could really be the capital of Garifunaduo, because you go to Hopkins, that's what the natives talk, that lige hanasio bay, lige hadima bay, and the food, everything. Garifunaduo really happens in Hopkins. When so no wonder I feel funny to talk this on air, because no wonder they get a real taste of Garifunaduo when the tourists go to Hopkins. Now, my question is, where did you get this strong sense of Garifunaduo?
Well, I've always had it, but I didn't display it per se because
Ah,
I wanted to be comfortable. You know,
mm,
when tracing back when we came to Griga,
mm-hmm.
uh, all I spoke was Garifuna, right?
Okay, oh,
I understand English here, but
yes, I.
I didn't speak my first language. I always been Garifuna.
Mm-hmm.
So when we moved to Griga, it was strange, you know, because everybody was, you know, like there were the people may like these people may like these women, kind of
That
like
true?
fuck.
That
Yeah,
true?
people they may like these right and not really get they really get to me. So I had to
Wait a
try
minute. The teasing happened where?
in Griga.
Oh, ah, blah.
Yeah, it happened, but you know, I asked somebody per
Mm-hmm.
se. I am a person of action, right? And I am not afraid for nobody. That's who I am.
Yeah,
My
yeah, but
grandmother,
that is bad. That is bad. That is to that we have to chastise that. Let it
you know,
go.
and
Uh-huh.
but
You see.
that
Uh-huh.
was the reality back then, and
I know it was the reality, but it was not a good reality. Let it go. I am a secretariat student as well. And then I come on the show. What other than come on the show? Flores, Flores come on the show. The next one he come on the show, and then tell you that sadly they never encourage you to talk with language in a school. They tell a secretariat. They never encourage it. They never encourage it. That is one. But then the backlash was he make we embarrassed to talk it. And
yeah, yeah,
yeah, then yeah. So when you call and you the talk the real thing now, you know you're fluent. You're fluent in your girlfriend now. They're teasing you to get.
yeah,
It's sad,
yeah.
it's sad, it's sad, it's sad, it's sad.
Well,
I think it's
you
sad,
know,
it's
per
sad, it's
se,
sad.
our people been, you know, we are all these things is our because of our struggles, and we're still dealing with our struggles per se.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
we, it's not sad. I think that what it is, it's been how we deal with our trauma. All
yeah.
right, and first people you want to tackle is ironically the person or the people that love you or take care of you. You
Mm-hmm.
know, so it's not sad. When we don't know how to take care of a problem per se, that's the way how we put a shield over it. It's not, if we knew better, then it wouldn't be that. You know, our history is different. So our we really can't compare it with anything else. You know, because we are trying to become stable. You know, we're trying to become uh, financially, politically.
Yes,
We're trying
yes,
to become stable. It's not out of intent that our people, you know, will
yes,
attack each other. It's not
yes.
out of
But
intent.
I want to tell you something, though. I want to tell you something. It took year traveling outside the border of Belize when the exposure, and then when you join the Navy, you know, it made you it made you so mature. Um, um, so many of us Bravo who have never left Belize or even left the district, you know, we only say this much because we don't have the exposure. So the exposure mature, bruh, and I am proud to say that you are definitely mature in every sense of the word. But then from the story you are giving, You always had home on your mind. It never
Yeah.
left.
No, I want to talk about that per se.
Go ahead.
I want to talk about that. And this will take, I mean, a lot of shows
Yeah, yes, I.
because it will transcend into a lot of different topics, right?
Uh-huh.
We try to escape our reality when we go to the States, right?
Yes, I.
And hence we got partiality, right?
Yes, I.
No, if we want to fill that void that we're longing for,
Mm-hmm.
then we must and we have an obligation to make that sacrifice to
Yeah.
bring that product here.
Yeah.
That's how always, that's my train of thought.
I agree. I
My
agree.
heart is my home, and my home is my heart. I
Mm.
cannot like
Mm.
overshadow that or put a blanket over that for nothing.
That's true.
When you're at home,
That's true. That's
it's a
true.
place of comfort, and
Mm.
comfort not only like it's not only financial, it's a peace of mind that I have when I come to Belize, when I live here. I could it's peace, it's complete freedom.
Mm.
You know
Mm.
that I don't have to compromise for anybody at home.
Binar.
So
Binar.
I always stay steadfast, not to compromise. From the moment, the first day, and anyone that knows me intimately would know my from my mother all it doesn't matter who it is. I've always mentioned I'm coming home. Never
From,
one day, no
yeah.
one day per se.
Yeah.
I was change. I would say, you know what? I would move anywhere else but Griga. Never one day.
How about the
Because
BRB? You started working on building up Lubabno Gububa. And you did that, while still employed over there. You did that because you were serious about coming home. Wow.
another thing
Well,
was per se,
go
I
ahead.
never I find ways, I find solutions of coming home. Why I notice a lot of people they find
Mhm.
excuses not to come home. Right?
Yes, I. Yes, I.
That
That's true.
happen every time you ask
That,
someone why you not come home yet or when you are come home, they will say, "Boy, me doctor." That's one of the top. That was one of the top thing you hear. The other thing you
that
hear,
is one. That is one. Yeah. That
one
is
you
one.
hear, "Boy, it too hot down there, too much mosquito. Why
I should
too much
laugh. I should laugh. I
why
should
too
laugh.
much corruption they down there?
Yes,
Why
I.
they contract their teeth? Or why the
Yes,
people
I.
that like the
So
people that
and
like
so, so and so.
the people that like bake. Why me pick in it too small, like too young yet. Why the school and not go down there? Why it's all about why nothing not good enough for them
But
here
but but
anymore.
but 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 not to talk about that because you put it together somehow. Because I gonna agree that, and I feel comfortable. You. I know you got vehicle, but I say upon bicycle. Comfortable because I believe you there with the family down there. I see pictures. I did tell you that you work out. You work out. Not because not everybody wife willing to come down there. One more good. One more good. One more good. Hello.
Now you have to again. You're right. But again, you have to find ways for them. You have to encourage them. Give them, give the wife that assurance that everything will be all right. That's what you. It's all about
Ah,
the
ah.
assurance, the protection, the
Mm,
security that it's going to be
mm.
fine. Also, look, if you have a dual citizenship, right? For
Yes,
instance,
I. Yes,
and
I.
that's another assurance that okay, if you don't like it, you go back to states then.
That true.
Right?
That true.
Right?
Yes,
If you don't
I.
like it, just go back. I will stay.
Yes,
Right?
I.
Then you have to
Yeah,
give
yeah.
assurance, okay, all the bills going to be paid, food are there on the table, entertainment are there. What else you want? You want shopping? Let's go shopping. What else you want? Now,
I
if
love
if,
it. I love
if
it.
your if your needs if your needs are being fulfilled,
Uh-huh.
right? Then there's no way you shouldn't be thinking about coming to rebuild, coming to be a part of this great nation. People find excuses,
Mm-hmm.
hundreds and hundreds of excuses not to come home. And you know what? No,
Yes, yes, yes,
those
yes, yes.
people, I'm not mad with them,
Uh-huh.
right?
Uh-huh.
But look at, you
Uh-huh.
don't have any right. You don't have any right to come and to dictate to us how we should live here. You don't have you give up your
All right.
rights. Right?
All
You
right.
give up your right.
But I want to challenge you now. I want to challenge you.
Yeah, yeah,
Because
right.
now, okay, you return home. You return home. But then there's an adjustment because you get resistance, culture shock resistance. But you find a space about the Badero Gubungu. It seemed to me about Badero Gubungu.
All right.
Huh?
Yeah.
Am I
Let me
wrong?
talk
Am I
about
wrong? Uh-huh.
Binar, Binar,
Talk about the
Binar.
transition. Talk about the transition.
Okay. The transition for family life was seamless, right?
All right.
That,
All
that,
right
that
then.
was seamless because we were coming home twice, sometimes three times a year. So we get accustomed to our people.
Yes,
We
I.
we learn we have to we learn the way of life. We learn the thinking of the people. You know,
Mm-hmm.
we had to. That was the adjustment we made prior to coming home. You know,
Okay.
because
Okay.
the main challenge of being home is the mentality of the people,
Yes,
right?
I.
That's the
Yes, I.
biggest. I would encourage anyone that is
Mm-hmm.
planning to come home. Look,
Mm-hmm.
our people are responding to their environment,
Yes,
right?
yes, yes.
The people that comes from abroad, they still have that their environment mentality.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
so
yeah.
so as we no rush to do nothing.
Yeah,
Then they
we
want
laid back. We laid
they
back.
want something done now. You
Like
understand?
yesterday. Yes,
Like
I.
yesterday. The other thing is we are not we are not as professional as
Yes, I.
we are not as professional as
Yes, yes,
them.
yes. Yes, sir.
You know, Percy?
World standard. World standard, bro. World standard.
Correct? So these are some of the things
Yeah,
that
challenges.
challenge. Other challenges is let me see. That's the main challenge, you know. It is all really actually that's the main challenge, Percy.
Well, I agree. But then from there, once you settle in, you always had a vision. Now you flesh it out. Because you never have your heart never left home. That is one. From your story, your heart never left home. So now you come home with a vision. Now, I want no what I lead up to this DYFA man. I lead up to how the creation of DYFA bra world. Help me out now.
All right, good. With DYFA, right? DYFA started in 2006 in Percy, actually.
All right, all right,
I,
all right,
I,
all
and I
right.
gotta and I gotta put credit where credit due, right?
Ah,
DYFA started with myself, Clifford Moss. Um,
okay. Cliffy. Uh-huh. Footballer. Uh-huh. He'll be back. He'll be back. He'll be back. Refresh there, bruh. Uh-huh. No about it. But yeah, sometimes anything happen, internet issues. But as Maurice is saying, and he's just getting into it, just warming up. But you see, his heart never left home, that is one. Then the creation of DYFA. And that's where the internet started to barak. But we're gonna fix it. And he's talking about the vision because it is born out of a vision. And he mentioned a name I'm very familiar with. A football body of his. A football body of his. Yeah, because them say them boy are footballers. So Cliffy, I know Cliffy. I want if I know Cliffy married to my classmate, Cayetano. I must he say one. But them see a lot of brother will play football. But at any rate, Cliffy, probably Cliffy will spend some time at Germany posted there. I don't know because I got a lot of them are still a secret heart. Start with Nale, the older one. So Maurice, pull in your internet and come back on the show so we could talk about the creation of DYFA with the vision. You, Marcy, and a few other fellas. Yes, I. Yes, I. You're there. You're
Yeah,
there.
I'm
You're
okay.
back.
I'm back in. Yeah,
Yes, I.
I got kicked out there for a moment, Percy. Can you still hear me?
Yes, I. Perfectly.
Yes, like I was saying, right? When DIFA started with Cliff Mars, Orin Oreo,
Huh?
yes,
Goalkeeper? Goalkeeper?
yes, goalkeeper Orin Oreo, John Stanley, um,
Uh-huh.
Wadua Faltas Norberto, and
Faltas?
Nalimas. Yes,
Faltas?
yes,
Hey! Nale, the older brother. Yes,
yeah.
I. Go ahead. Go ahead. Yes, I.
So that's where DIFA started in my mom's house. You know, one day I was thinking about football, and I was seeking people, some of the legends that knew about football in Belize, and
Uh-huh.
I were living in the States. So
Uh-huh.
I call all these guys together, and you know, we
Brainstorming. Brainstorming.
yeah, we brainstormed, and that's where we started at my mom's house in the States, and we said what we
Beautiful.
our mission was to assist
Beautiful.
the youth with
Beautiful.
football development in Belize.
Beautiful.
Yeah,
Beautiful.
and then we were sending equipments, and we were giving the guys a little
Ah.
stipend and stuff in Belize here, and then
Uh-huh. Uh-huh. All of
about
that has been happening. All of that
all
has
of it
been
happening
happening.
since 2000, 2005, 2000, yeah, 2005.
Yes, I.
And 2000, 2015,
Uh-huh.
we had a we had a we had a situation, right, where
Ma- Uh-huh.
I was when I was planning to come home,
Mm-hmm.
because I got home in 2016, a year before coming home. The guy
Okay.
decided we in the States that we're not going to support the program anymore in Belize. And that was because we were having some challenges that I was taking care of as the president at the time, with the association, so that we could register. So we were having a lot of fight. We were fighting with the guys here in Belize, and that's the mental thing I was telling you about. You go right back to that. What we wanted to do was to protect DIFA and the kids, but the association and the federation at the time was handpicking people, and then
Mm-hmm.
those people were yes, man.
All right. All right.
Yeah. So I went back to the States, and I was explaining that to the guys. Maybe I didn't explain it well or whatever. I explained it to the best of my ability, you
Mm-hmm.
know,
Mm-hmm.
what was happening in Belize, and the guys, they got discouraged, and
Ah.
I said, you know what? I'm going to live anyway. So if you guys wanna squash the program, that up I want. But when I get back home, I will revive the program.
Yes, I.
So
All
in
right. All
2016,
right.
I revived the program,
Uh-huh.
that's where I got Ethan Velasquez with me, right?
Okay.
So Ethan Velasquez has been with me since 2016, and up until like last year. And no, that's we have after a few years now we have problems again.
Stick your pin. Stick your pin. You know, international referee for football too, no?
I am that's why I said I need a lot of time for the show. I am a professional.
Ah.
I'm a professional. I'm a referee,
Ah.
but I'm not an international referee. I'm an international CONCACAF B licensed coach. I was the highest coach in this one of the highest coaches in this country. So
Uh-huh.
I'm
Yes, I.
yes,
Yes,
and
I.
in Stann Creek District we only have three of us. That's me and
Mm-hmm.
myself, Mr. Irving Garcia, and Mr. Dennis Serrano. We're the only ones that are uh,
Okay. Okay.
certified. We are
Interlash.
we are licensed coaches then
Yes,
in this
I.
in this country. So
All right. All right. All right. All right.
with that too per se, we just
Mm-hmm.
I'm glad you asked that, because that's one of the things that we're going to promote this week on our shows, and
Mm-hmm.
we're gonna be traveling to Belize City on all the top shows, either
Okay.
tomorrow or Thursday, to promote the
Okay.
newly formed um, semi-professional team here in Dangriga
Uh-huh.
that is participating. in the Premier League of Belize.
Yes, I.
It has been very good. We've played our first game in Belmopan Saturday night against Port Loyola, where we lost 2-1.
Ah,
So this
ah,
weekend we're playing home against Verdes at 4 p.m. on
okay,
Sunday. So this is
okay.
the team is called Benke United, but we're
Uh-huh.
we're in the process of changing the team name, and it's a professional club um,
Okay,
called
okay.
Capital FC. Right?
Ah, ah.
I am the head coach of that. Um, I am the general manager and the head coach. You
Yeah,
know, we have a
yeah.
big staff. We have our players together. So
The staff are voluntary, somebody?
the staff at this point is all voluntary. They're paid position, but they're voluntary
Okay.
because
Yes,
because
I.
uh, we hold the ownership is structured at this time.
Yes, I.
So the players they do get a stipend. All of the players get a stipend, but
Hmm.
the coaching staff is not currently getting a stipend.
Yeah, but what happened in the vision band at your house with largely your football colleagues? I want to call
Yeah,
the name me years call like Coco Leaf because I recognize Walatali.
yeah,
But then he expand, the vision expand because now DYFA are plenty more than football. Hello, hello,
yeah.
y'all are coming.
Yeah, well, you know, when this established, right, we do
Hmm.
football, and then about 4 years ago, um, I, when COVID, tip of COVID, or end up somewhere in COVID,
Hmm.
I was at home, and again, I get this vision at home. Just lean back, they said, going through Facebook and
Yes,
going
I.
through all these social media. There was this
Yeah.
there was this company that was selling, they were selling radio equipment and radio stuff. And I'm not
Hmm.
into radio. I don't know. I have limited radio experience.
Yes,
And
I.
I said, well, I call it, and I call the guy, and he said, I said, this real? The man said, yes. I said, okay, I said, what I will do, I will ship it to Belize for you, and if it works, you pay me half.
Wow.
If it doesn't work, you don't pay me anything at all.
Wow.
So I took the risk per se with
Deal,
a
deal.
with a
Yes, I.
with a, with a 30 watt, a
Wow.
30 watt amplifier
Yes, I.
that only do about about 2 miles. Just the
Uh-huh.
circumference of
Uh-huh.
Greece.
Yes, I.
It worked out, and then they said I need license. I didn't know anything about. Like I said, I
Yeah,
just wanted to
yeah.
have a radio station that
Yes,
works.
yes. Yes, yes.
I did my research, but I said I'll put
Uh-huh.
this in. And then
Uh-huh.
from a 30 watt, we went to 100 watt, right?
Ah.
From a hundred
Ah. You
watt,
come
we
you
went to
come
two
on it.
hundred.
So so now you're there with Hope Creek. No, 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 not so far.
Yes,
How
man, we
far
didn't
are they?
fire, man. We didn't fire at 23 miles.
Huh?
We didn't,
Ah,
yeah. Yeah, so from
hey.
there we had
Ah.
250 watt.
Ah.
Okay. All this time, Percy. All this
Ah.
time, I'm not doing any personal shopping, all these things. I did my own money,
Yes,
right?
I. Yes, I.
No, when it was time to license this thing now, it's a long process, right?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Long process going through it. And I say, my funds is getting depleted.
Yes, I.
So, and it's all my personal money. I didn't
Well,
take no.
they're not only that, but to do a community service. Come on, you Betty.
Yeah, so you know what? I say, you know what? Let me do this. I was already broadcasting without a license, honestly.
Uh-huh.
So I said, let me reach out to my colleagues,
Uh-huh.
my friends and family. Bam. The first person who got back to me was Aaron Anderson.
Oh, all right, good. The man up on here, he come on.
Yeah,
He hear what he
big
listen
up,
right now.
big up yourself, Aaron. Big up yourself, man. Big
Yes,
A,
I. Yes,
he
big
came through.
A.
Big A came through.
Yes, I.
I think Miss Rosita Alvarez came through,
Okay, okay,
uh,
okay.
and
Boy, that's nice.
a few other friends of mine and family.
Yes,
came
I.
through,
Yes,
and
I.
we went forward with the license process. It was $1,000, and then a lot of fees, $500 there, inspection fees, all these fees.
Yeah. Yeah.
I want to
Yeah.
thank those, especially Aaron, because he came up big for me and Griga. So
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
so
Yeah.
that's how the real station started. No, no.
Ah,
At this juncture, I put up a post a week or so ago about changing the name, right?
where the propose? Where the propose?
No, it's already done. It's a done deal, right?
Uh-huh.
It's a
Uh-huh.
done deal. I don't if you're paying attention, right? Well, let me fill you
Uh-huh.
in real quick.
Fill in. Uh-huh.
Well, DYFA is right there. DYFA Garifuna radio station 91.7 FM. No, I just explained to you all and to the audience how it came about and who was financing it.
Yes, I.
Well, when it was registered per se, all this time living in Belize, right? I didn't have a Belize social security card,
Uh-huh.
right?
Uh-huh.
I really have any Belize documentation, right? I didn't
Uh-huh.
that never mean nothing to me.
You know I apply. You know I apply. Go ahead.
Yeah. So I asked my best friend at the time, Ethan,
Mm-hmm.
said Ethan Velasquez, right? You see him
Yes,
around.
I.
If he could
Okay.
just register it in his name, and when I get my social,
Yeah, transfer the thing.
yeah, I transfer thing to me.
Yes, I.
I never did that in a person for 4 years. I never did that.
Ah.
I trusted this person, and Ethan Velasquez. I call his name. I
Yes, I.
trusted my brother. I trusted him with my life.
All right.
No, fast forward
Uh-huh.
4 years now. This man will come send me a letter per se
Ah.
and tell me that I must disclose all my financials to him because he is the owner of that.
Oh, lamo ke buwag. Aba lamo ke buwag.
I
Ah,
was
aba.
shocked. I was shocked. Not only that, he sent letters out to people who do businesses like the mayor, the um,
Ah.
the area,
Ah.
the area rep, and
Ah.
all businesses that those transactions with DYFA. He sent out letters that he was demanding disclosures from them.
Ah.
So this was happening behind the scene, right? It was
Yeah,
for
yeah,
me,
yeah.
it was out, but I was handling it behind the scene. I didn't come on the radio, and I own
Uh-huh.
the radio. I didn't go on
Yes.
social media, even though we got the biggest platform here,
Yes,
right?
I.
But I didn't use that to try to hurt
Mm-hmm.
anyone or try to defend myself. I didn't do that. But
Mm-hmm.
what I did do was I contacted my lawyer,
Yeah.
uh, OJ. Thank you very much, OJ Elrington. He worked that out for me and everything.
Yeah.
And our name now is Wapagari Taifa. That our
Oh,
Wapagari
that's a change. That's a change.
Wapagari
Wabaga,
Taifa Garinabo.
meaning we life. We
Yes,
life. We life.
right.
We
So we
life,
did
we
that
hold our life. Uh-huh.
correct. So we did that legally. We company registry. We have our new license. I'll show it to you right now. Wait, where that license? Yeah.
No, no, he posted already. He posted. He
Oh, you
update.
see it, right? You
Yes, he
see it, right,
posted.
person?
Yes, he posted. Yes, I. Already
Yeah.
posted. Yes, I. They're online.
Yeah, yeah, online, right, person. So
Yes, I.
people see it. People get to see it, and so that's where that came from, right? Right here, per se.
Yeah, yeah. Yes. Oh,
Right?
nice, nice. Yeah,
Yeah.
nice, nice.
So we got our license. We go to
Uh-huh.
operate, and
Uh-huh.
this was the old one, right?
Yes, I.
This was the old one. So this no longer exists.
Yeah.
So
That's a,
on my I never ever um I never ever like announce what I will talk about on my show. I never did that before. We just come on here and start talking about whatever about life
that true. Yeah, me and you never, we never sit down and plan on. But what
yeah.
the thing
And
is,
this
the thing is what I like, right? That your integrity, boy. Your integrity. You're trusting game. I, I, I'm not going to get a nungwa because I am similar in that regard. And
well
then he
man,
come back. He come
the
back
man,
to haunt me.
he come back. If me want, if if I didn't get my, if I didn't have my ducks together, because the paperwork didn't mean much to me. I was like,
Uh-huh.
I was like, my friend and people mean more to me than any money.
Yeah,
You know.
yes, yes,
So
yes.
this guy was starting to listen to people. Oh, die for they make lot of money, die for rich, die for this, die for that. You know. So he went
Yes.
with that. When he find out, everything changed, and now all he has is a piece of paper in his hand, saying die for Garifuna radio station. Right?
Yeah. Well, Imianto, well, there was a some ring of truth to, because DYFA popular. So that part where he had it, that true, popular and growing. So I may want to ask you about the content and the evolution of DYFA. Like, I may start to tease it out, but you never follow me up. You the air nightlife, you the help people with the funeral, you the help people with needs when they got needs, fundraising, So the nature of the programming, uh-huh. And that's expensive, Morris. That's expensive. And I know you're not charging people like that.
Well, per se, how it works, right? How the
Mm.
content works, I'll tell people this, right? And because you have to have the time. Remember I'm retired, you know.
Yes, I.
That's the first thing. Me no got no 9 to 5 job when I get up. So I
Okay,
all
okay.
over the country, I all spaces because I gotta do something positive with my time.
Yes, I.
So time is important. Nobody can compete with us if you don't have the time.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Competition is good. I love competition. I love to share. But time is very, very important in the type of content that we produce, right? Now, when it comes to making money, we don't make money from monetizing any of our programs. How we make our money is through advertisement and also through
Okay,
the
okay.
bigger businesses. The bigger business fund our program. Like we have West Track, we have
All
Route One, we
right,
have Route Wine,
all right.
we have quality poultry, we have ports.
Uh, Very
You know,
good, very
we
good.
have we have, we have the National Bank of Belize. We
I
have
got
a,
it.
we
Yes,
have
I.
these
Yes,
companies
I.
that fund the radio station. No,
Uh-huh.
because we get enough sometimes, not all the
Uh-huh.
time.
Uh-huh.
All
Uh-huh.
these all these nightlife that we do
Uh-huh.
is giving back, right? It's
Yeah.
giving back.
That the charity. That the charity.
That is giving. That's how we could give back to people, and
That too.
especially those abroad. You know,
Yeah.
people, I know
Yeah.
people that work, people call us all the time and say, boy, I never know that place still look like that. Why? Where's the place? You know, why? You know, and I feel good to give that content to the
Yeah.
people that
Yes, sir.
haven't, some people not got papers to go home per se. Right?
That true. That true.
So when they see we in Honduras, when they see we that anywhere
Yes,
we
sir.
are, they feel good. And if the people feel good, I feel good too.
In
You know,
fact,
so
you may even gone, you remember you gone, you there about, you there about about you.
you know, yes. Look, we get
Yes, sir.
invited. I got invited
Yes, sir.
here
Yes,
to
sir.
go to Rotan again. A lot of
Ah,
trips,
ah.
certain places and certain people, I
Mm-hmm.
gotta be careful. I don't go, even though
Uh-huh.
I know a lot of places, I just don't. A lot of people invite me all over the world per se,
Yes.
right? They invite and it's all trips paid for and everything by them. They
Yes. Yes.
birthday parties, people invite me to Uruguay for weeks.
Yes.
People
Yes. Yes.
invite,
Yes.
to, and these are because they believe in the product. They believe in the product that we produce. It's
That true.
raw.
That
It's
true.
unedited, and that they love that. So that's what the content is per se. First, you need time,
That true. That
and
true.
you have to interact with the people.
Yeah.
Anybody could
I.
call me. I call them. We walk on the street. Anybody.
Uh-huh.
I'm no
And
better than nobody.
and you're not afraid to chop up the difficult issues, because we have to. Yes, I sometimes host a panel and you have to maneuver through some difficult issues. But I like that, you show the real, you know the nature of Garifunaduo. And you talk about issues like the product, our spirituality, You put the camera sometimes, where you could put the camera with respect to, our spirituality, and then you bring out things about the, Wadorogu, Wanasio, Weigi, cuisine, and so forth and so forth. But you are doing an excellent job. And I don't know how many, I don't know how many tourists, but if tourists want one real, you know, case, they will plug right in. They will plug right into DYFA. Um, you say radio, you get licensed to radio, but I had to see up on TV too. So I really appreciate how far DYFA has come, despite the challenges. And I salute you, bro, from the deepest part of my heart. And how much you have helped, because you still have to the message there, but you still put up on the executive at NGC. And I'm proud of you for that, because you're a big part of NGC, to make it grow to way there. Huh?
Well, it's a challenge. It's a challenge at that level as well. I think that that is the worst challenge because no, that is another mental gap, another psychological gap that uh, we have to overcome. Per se, it's a challenge. That's a big to me. That's the biggest challenge than working on the ground with the people on a daily basis. Working with the executive is a massive challenge. It's more frustrating than working with our people on the ground because the members of the most of them not are disconnected from the people. And that is my biggest challenge. Is working at that level, using my space and my popularity, kind of bring some light on what's going on. But I don't think that we are there yet. The executive is not there yet. It's trying. I give him maybe a 40% for trying. But
Yes, yes.
if
I got you.
if
I got you.
we come down to earth, because some of the major executives don't know. They're not in
Mm-hmm.
tune. They're not in tune with the people. And I
Mm-hmm.
fight every single time we have meetings. As a matter of fact, I don't hang out in meetings. They could tell you. I look at the agenda and I tune in when an agenda item, when an agenda item that relative to the people, that's when I tune in.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Everything else, whatever. I'm not too interested in that. I'm
I got
interested in bringing our people together per se. We have to humble ourselves and reach out to people and answer the tough question, face the tough people, face all the tough critics. People are critical because they don't understand. So we
you.
gotta
Mm-hmm.
let people understand. Sometimes I believe that people gotta come to us. No, you gotta go to the people because people are fed up. And people won't
Mm-hmm.
come to you if they don't feel comfortable and
Mm-hmm.
confident. Sometimes person look at this, right? And I try to explain to people.
Uh-huh.
If you look back, and I don't know if it happened to you before, per se, growing
Mm-hmm.
up, you look back and say, you know what? Were you able to walk in a woman house, per se?
No, no, no,
How
no.
about now, Percy?
Let me classmate so I could go. But
All right, no. All right, no. No, you
uh-huh.
see that? The reason why, because one, you get to know them,
Yes, yes, yes,
you,
yes,
you got an intimate relationship with them.
yes, yes, yes,
And
yes,
then
yes,
you could
yes,
call and say, why? Let me have a lead dinner. What do you want? Then they want
yes,
to know.
yes.
Because you get to know them. And it's the same thing with our people, Percy.
That's true.
If you get to know me and we chit chat and say, bye, make we roll a Hopkins and have a eat breakfast. Bye, make go. But if you hear from people, I know they're gonna go more with mouth are hot. But I'm not gonna deal in
Mm-hmm.
a man that because a man this and that. It's rarely you will say, boy, that man cool, that man this, that man that. You understand?
Yes,
So
sir.
when it comes to the NGC, the executive and the board needs
Mm-hmm.
needs to go down to the people. And I'll keep saying this behind their back, in front of their back. Anyway,
Mm-hmm.
I'll keep telling them that. But they don't know how to. And that is the
Mm.
problem. I know
Okay.
they don't know
Okay.
how to, Percy.
Mm-hmm.
Look at
Mm-hmm.
that. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that demonstration the other day that I believe
Yeah,
City.
the Belicity. Yes, yes.
Right? That's a
Yes,
typical
sir.
example that yes, it
Mm-hmm.
went okay. Look who was the majority people there.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
Look at the demographic of people there.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
Where those people came from, Percy.
In support of Honduras. Yes, yes. Yes, sir.
Where did those people come from? That was
Binal.
in Belize City.
Yes, sir.
How many Garinago do we have in Belize City?
Lot.
And we had a handful that showed up.
Yes, sir. Yes,
That's
sir.
the, that's what I mean.
Uh-huh.
We need
Uh-huh.
to be in touch with our people. So when we mobilize, person, because we could do things ourselves.
Yes, sir.
When we mobilize and we look back at some of the projects that we have accomplished as a people. Look when we
Mm-hmm.
work together. When we work together on the town pier, that was
Yeah.
the people that work, per se.
Congrats on that. Yes, sir.
When we work together
With a lot of
as the
donation. Yes, sir.
NGC building, that was the people at work.
Yes, sir.
And that's why
Mm-hmm.
it's not important to me to be in the NGC. It's not.
Mm-hmm.
What's
Mm-hmm.
important to me is the people, the Garinago people. That's what's important to me.
Okay.
Because right now, if we come,
Mm-hmm.
I just make 1, 2, 3 phone calls.
Mm-hmm.
Bam, we have a crowd of people. Can anyone else in the executive do that?
No, really. They don't have the draw power. They don't have the they
And we
don't have
need
the
that.
power.
We
They don't
need
have
that.
they
I
don't
could
have the
call upon
power.
you, person, because you know
Yes,
where I
yes, yes,
stand.
yes.
Because I stand, you know where I stand, and you know where the people stand.
Yes, sir, yes, sir. And that's a genuine. That's a genuine. Because you lead from the front, you see.
And
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
that is what's frustrating to me. When I tell
Yes,
them
sir.
people, I tell my fellow colleagues, let's walk the streets of Dangriga. Let's
Mm-hmm.
walk the streets of Belize City.
Mm-hmm.
I'm
Mm-hmm.
not saying when I mean let's go meet the people, I'm not saying let's go to Radisson or let's go to
Yeah.
or go
Yeah.
like it or let's I don't
Yeah.
know Belize City, but I'm just calling some popular
Yes.
sites. No,
Yes.
when I say let's walk the street, I say, you know what? Let's go to Mahogany Heights because that's where our people are.
Yeah. Yeah.
When I
Yeah.
say, what's another place in Belize City, Percy? Well, I'm not going to go hang out.
Oh, hell, in a corridor division. Bakaliakai.
But let's go to Lake Eye. That's what I mean. That's what I mean, Percy. I'm not saying we're going to have a meeting, or we're going to have a meeting at the Civic, or we're going to have a
Yeah.
meeting at the
Yeah.
Culture, the House of
Yeah.
Culture. Our people,
Yeah.
even though it's called the House of Culture, our people are not going to the House of Culture because that's not
That's
their
true.
house.
That's true. That's true. That's true. I got you.
Where does the Garifunaduo people hang out, Percy, in Belize City? Where do they hang out?
Yeah. Well, you see, that's true.
That no Yabra? They don't got something like Yabra?
Well, yeah. But then that a port. That a port. Then the day. Then the
Okay,
day.
that's where we need to have our meetings, person. Where our people are.
Yes. 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 Yes.
We need to lock off a street, put off a tent, carry some drummers out there, call the people, the drums call anybody, even the dead.
Yeah. Yeah.
But
Hey. Yeah.
person,
Uh
this is
huh.
the type of talk where we bore people, right? There type of talk where people are
Uh
like,
huh.
yeah. You know what people want to hear? And these are
Uh huh.
the high level talks. Oh, we
Uh
just
huh.
we just went on a meeting to Costa Rica and we met with the indigenous populations over there. And those people they want to come and have fun with us, and we will work on a funding package, and maybe we'll have a grant, and that grant will suffice. We don't want to hear that talking, that person. I could do that. I lived that before.
No, but you answer something. The way they go about it, because if you have one sport event, they will come, and if you have then you have some at the court, and then afterwards, you give a few words. They will come on, slight refreshment. They will come on. Yeah,
That's what that's what
what
I mean, Percy. That's what I
football,
mean.
what football game or what basketball game, and then they say, okay, we want your parents come, bring the children. This and yeah, man, you get that, man. You get that.
Yeah, get
Uh
up.
huh.
Percy, you see,
Mm-hmm.
we live in a world, a high tech world, that our people really haven't caught up to, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Those are the elders, the main ones. They haven't caught
Mm-hmm.
up to that. But they
Mm-hmm.
have the knowledge that made us survive. They have
Yeah.
how many of our people are visiting the DWFA? Only when something is
Yeah.
drastically
Yes, yes, yes.
wrong.
When
When
they
there's
fall
an
sick.
emergency, no,
Yeah, when they
you
get sick. Yeah, yeah,
when you get
yeah.
sick, right?
Need some healing. Yes,
Yeah,
I.
that's the, no. If you don't have faith, you don't have a
Mm.
clean and open heart. You know I get you know I get I get cured, and then no,
Uh-huh.
it
Uh-huh.
become worse. And since you don't get cured now, you are start blame the spirituality because the spirituality never cure you. It doesn't work like that. You don't only come to God in a pain.
Yeah. Yeah, yeah.
You understand? You don't come to God when you
Yeah.
need Him. You have to come to God
Yeah.
every day and give thanks for giving you life, for waking up in the mornings.
Yes, yes, yes,
You
yes.
understand, Percy?
Yeah.
So that those are the things that I stand for. I stand for Garifuna spirituality and bringing people together. You know, and
Um,
then I also want to help other people, Percy. That's my next step, right? My next step
uh-huh.
is to help those in power, position of power, and also those that are uh, has a following. Garina that has a following
Mm-hmm.
because we do have our own strategy. All right,
Yes, yes.
but let's look at the things that separates us and move that barrier.
The obstacle. Yes, I.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
Let's focus and let's take out all the egos and we are not always right. Let not be let's us not be right or believe that we are right all the time. All right?
Yeah. That there is work to do. Yeah, but I want Pananote, um I want commend Darius Avila, man, because on the front he put the battle at the drum. But what he is really doing to galvanize the Garifunaduo product successfully, so in not separately, but in collaboration with every day DYFA and the NGC, like the teaching of the language in 8 schools or so. They got an MOU with NGC for that. So I congratulate DYFA. Congratulate Darius and Butler of the Drums. And I congratulate NGC because they are still a part of the executive and the Belize branch. Even though they may fall down a little bit the other day, my friend Rafael Martinez to try bring it back. I urge your classmate, my sister, teacher, retired, Amy Bell. She make a help and work galvanize the youth here, Garifuna youth here at Belize City. And so when you're ready, the
Yeah,
teacher
I
will
want
rise up
to
here. Then teacher
yeah.
will the guy not one of the guy not teacher they up here.
Yes,
Where
we have to
help
link
bring
up.
out, help bring out. They could help bring them out.
Yes, we have to link up because well with Darius Avila, I
Mm-hmm.
need to he's doing a wonderful job. I don't have any I haven't all kudos to him.
Mm-hmm.
You know we have our difference that I
Mm-hmm.
will need him to understand how DYFA fit in.
Yes, I.
And
Yes,
it's
I.
not all about the Darius.
Uh-huh.
I want to send a strong message on the show. Percy.
Engabe, Engabe, Engabe.
When it comes to DYFA, right?
Mm-hmm.
Garifuna come first all the time.
Yes, I. Yes, I. Yes,
And
I.
then
Yes,
just like oh we have confidence in the Battle of the Drums and all of the other activities,
I. Mm-hmm.
we want them to have confidence in us too.
I
You
agree.
know, Percy, we have a production team. All right,
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
we could produce any shows, whatever Channel Five and the rest could do. Channel Seven and my body juice, we can do that.
Mm-hmm.
We can
But
do. We have a production team that is fully capable of doing any shows. We could do. You know, our thing is like
mm-hmm.
top notch. Okay, we
Yes.
have that in place
No, you got it.
in our studio. We don't
Capability.
only walk
Yeah.
around with one camera or phone.
All right.
Our
I
studios
got you, man. Respect,
is
man.
a fully respected, fully operational studio. And what
Respect.
I want our people to know,
Mm-hmm.
just like when you run to the temple for emergency, you don't need to. You can run to us anytime, not only when you need us.
I
When you, when
I
you block
agree.
one of these other channels and they want to charge you a lot of money, and then you
Binaro.
know we produce the
Binaro.
same thing, then you want to make me, then when you come to we know you want to negotiate it, we can make we give little or nothing. When you don't give everybody your money, when it comes to the business,
Understood.
you understand?
Understood.
So we want people to
Perfect.
understand that we will help.
Uh-huh.
Have confidence in us.
Uh-huh.
You know that we haven't broadcast the Battle of the Drums.
Oh. I
Last
see
year was the
I see a
first.
broadcast. I see a broadcast the
I've
Jankuno
been around.
competition. Uh-huh. 1 hour ago. Uh-huh. 1 hour ago.
Yes,
Uh-huh.
we did that. You know how we did that? That was the first time we did that to Percy.
Okay, okay, okay,
And
okay.
thanks to Mitch because he finally understand the business of broadcasting and internet and streaming and live streaming.
Respect, respect. Okay.
I don't. The Battle of Drum does not understand that yet,
All right. All right.
right?
Work to
And
be done. There
that
is
is
work to be done. There's work to be done.
they
Okay.
don't know that in order to get monetized, in order to get money from YouTube or Facebook, you gotta be producing content every
Binaro.
single day.
Binaro.
It's not a
Binaro.
one-time thing where you say, okay, I'll have back like the drums and happy now when I go on Christmas
Mm,
and then they will cut you a check for thousands of dollars. It doesn't work like that.
mm.
Right?
You
So
have to
I
bring
want
it.
them so thanks
Mm.
to Habina Wanagwa, they got the message now. They will laugh. The other person that needs to get the message is Darius.
All right.
Right?
All
Darius
right.
needs to get. I approached him on many times, but he still haven't gotten the message.
Okay.
You know,
Okay.
so I wish
Mm.
he would get it. And one of these days he will get. And that is the reason why we don't broadcast backlight drums,
Okay.
right? And if we don't broadcast it, it's okay, right? But
Mm-hmm.
don't come
Mm-hmm.
running to us when you want to use us. We will not be there for you, right?
Ah. Ah.
So
And
so
and it-
just
and it- is that your parting shot? But before you part completely, I'm why you terrible that conch shell thing because you got competition when they blow the conch shell, man.
no, that's a shaka competition.
Oh, that is Shaka.
Yes, shaka competition.
Oh, okay, that's Shaka. Okay.
Yeah, we have a
Ah.
well that one first we've been doing it for 9 years per se.
Mm-hmm.
Glad to know, and that was a part of the package of DYFA as well,
Mm-hmm.
included involving Ethan Velasquez. So his involvement was writing.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, he knows how to write. I give him that's. But last year we started first primary school,
Mm-hmm.
a big success. But this
Mm.
year we're going to do it again this year, but he's not going to be
Mm.
involved with that. So anything that has to do with DYFA, he's out. Uh,
Okay.
because of the piracy that they wanted to do, but it failed. It was a failed attempt to take over
Yes,
DIFA,
sir.
and so
Yes, sir.
we have a new crew in place. You know,
Ah.
we have an additional show that we call the South Coast Podcast.
Okay.
That's
Oh.
Atri Magdalena and Lord Byron from the Galaxies.
Okay.
And then we have another show. We have the sports show on Mondays.
Yes,
And
sir.
on Fridays coming up, we have a Road Wire show that we put. This Road Wire show, we have negotiated that show, and
Mm-hmm.
we ensure that there's not going to be any vulgarity on that show.
Uh-huh. Ah.
Everything we convert it to clean product, clean language, and
Yes.
uh, and a clean drink. And thanks to Road Wire again today.
But how the diaspora community they not do some sponsorship? They are able to, no true?
One thing about the diaspora community,
Ah,
there's a lot of chit chat, a lot of talk. you know,
more talk than action.
yeah, more talk and action. They love the product. They're one of our biggest. They're one of our biggest fans, but they're you
Yes,
know
sir.
one
Yes.
going like one cocoa full of basket,
All
but
right. Yes,
majority
sir.
Again, it's a mentality. It's a mentality.
I got you.
Yeah. I
I
want
got you,
to
right?
real quick though, Percy. I
Uh-huh.
want to take I want to take this time out to reach out to again to
Uh-huh.
what's his name, Francois Estrada.
Yes, Francois,
So
Francois.
if he did, I want
Yes.
him to really, I want him to really humble himself, and as I
Ah,
saw it, so humble
yes.
himself and be receptive and just have a little bit more patience because you need
Yeah.
patience to deal with our people,
That's true, bro.
right?
Binary.
I
Binary.
could help him if he's willing, but again, he has to, he has to
Yeah.
relax and trust that
Yes,
trust,
sir. Yes, that's
trust.
true.
He need to
That's true.
trust, and then he will
Mm-hmm.
be okay. Because I know that they have a very when it comes to equipment
Yeah.
and stuff, he boasts about that, which is really, really good. And
Mm-hmm.
I like that.
And, and
I
very
really like
skillful.
that.
Very,
Yeah,
very skillful.
yeah. So that is needed in the community, but you have to be this place if you can't survive like we like you can't survive, you are running on.
Yeah, yeah, that's true.
We get
I,
rough,
that's true. I know. I'll bring me better consider directly. It catch a plane and they come.
Make it
Man, they retire and the man, man,
make it go,
he
man.
like,
Make it go. We
all
need
right,
a
all right. Yes, I. Anything else, my brother?
yes, one more thing. I want to thank Percy very much for giving me this opportunity. So say a little bit. That's just a little bit about myself, Percy.
Yes, yes, yes,
You know,
yes.
there's a lot more. That's a highlight. Really, honestly, I've lived a balanced life. It's not
Yes,
easy to where I'm at today. It's not easy. A lot of friends
that's
and
true.
family support. My sister, my mother, my wife, my children. You
Yeah,
know,
yeah.
people. I really
Mm-hmm.
appreciate the support. Miss Ella Kanake,
Yes,
one of my biggest supporter. And
very
Mia,
good, very good.
I want to
Yes,
thank them
very good.
for Aaron. I want to thank Dean Tacho. And I
Yes,
also want to encourage people, if you don't have anything good to say about people, just
yeah, true.
hold up your thoughts because
That's
you want
true.
you know what, you don't want to create enemies. You
Binary.
know.
Yes,
So when
sir.
you create enemies and only one person you have to track it down, a lot of people are track it down.
Ah, yeah, yes, I,
And
yes, I.
then you start blame who be start blame all kind of thing. But you gotta
That's true. That's
look
true.
in
That's true.
between yourself and. But
Yes,
again,
sir.
I wanna invite all the people that could make it to this game. This is our first home game against Verdes, the champion of the Premier League of Belize, at 4 p.m. at the Carl Ramos Stadium. Kickoff time. It's going to be nationally televised on the national channel, TNC. So if you can't make it to the stadium, you could watch it there. See our homeboys, Culture Capital, Bank FC, do their thing. So with that, ladies and gentlemen,
You said
first
Sunday? Sunday, you said no?
it's gonna be Sunday, yes.
Yes,
It's gonna
sir.
be Sunday.
Covered.
Yep. It's my honor, Percy. It's my honor to share a little bit of
Likewise.
my history with our
Yes.
people, and just take
Thanks,
care
my
of yourself,
brother.
man.
Thanks.
Are
Warm
you
regards to the family from the deepest part of my heart. Nah,
well
are you?
loban negro to você não tem como sucar te la game fala. Bole
Anything.
hama griga la game fala now. Bole hama griga Hopkins na no good. Dele na
Uh-huh.
dele negro to Hopkins de single imo no. Right? And da ligia Garifunaduo the bagger do. Garifunaduo the bagger na guto. Nugushi Nugushu Hamasu no mado ya Dangriga. So low lira bandi iseni tila ke nanigi hon su wige. Right? No le negro ceremony about Percy.
Seremi. Seremi, bravo. Are you?
Ayo.